morning. And I admit that it really actually is a beautiful morning. Look at this. Here we go for our look outside. Yeah, right? Snowed in Michigan yesterday on 420. April. Close to the end of April, and we're throwing snow. But gorgeous, beautiful. Look at the sky out there. Absolutely phenomenal. We're going to just have one of the most beautiful days. But yeah, are you kidding me, Michael? They threw snow at us. Michael, Michael, good morning, man. So listen, Michael, you got a package to give away this morning. Hold on to that. Supplements. Good morning, Ariel. Um, Good morning, everybody. Michael, you've got a package to give away this morning, okay? You good with that? Good morning, V Dunk. Good morning, Glenn. Glenn, I might see you later this week. We'll figure that out. Um, Michael Mush, you good with that? I want to give you that package to give away. Sweetie competition. God, this is going to be a nice morning, you guys. Have some really neat. Okay, you got it, Michael. You got that supplement package. I want you to figure out how you're going to give it away this morning when we get back to you, okay? Gosh, this is beautiful. Everybody's here. Everybody's here. Johnny Slate's here. Good stuff. Hey, this is Mike's here and Josh is here. And I'm not trying to miss anybody's name, just as the people that are flying by while I'm looking at the screen. Michael Mush is going to give this away a little bit later. Good morning, Grippy. Um, I want to do one more too. Give me a volunteer. First volunteer up here that's got a good game or a good thing that we're going to do, you're going to get a package to give away. Good morning, Rhea. Your reading's up this morning. Okay? Mushy Pop, here you are, girl. We'll talk about you in a minute. Okay, we got Michael giving something away. And then we got somebody that wants to, they have an idea about a giveaway. We're going to do two giveaways today. Michael and a volunteer. Who's our first volunteer? That's right, we're gonna have a party because that's why we show up here in the mornings, right, guys? This is gonna be beautiful. And it's funny too, this morning, I woke up so grateful. So, we don't have it yet, Josh. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Woke up so grateful this morning for a lot of things and had a beautiful sleep. Like I slept like a baby last night. I haven't slept so nicely in a long time. Good morning, all. So, about why I woke up this morning, this isn't just me BSing you guys out there. I couldn't wait to do this darn show. I couldn't wait to get together and do tea. Like, I kept checking my clock. I'm like, God, I can't wait till 9 o'clock. I'm going to go hang out. And I really mean that. It was like, really, my morning was directed to be at 9 o'clock. And, I mean, there was other things I was doing, but it was like I was really focused on this. And then as it came closer to 9, I'm like, I can't believe how much I'm looking forward to this. So I wanted to tell you guys that. I really was looking forward to this morning. Beautiful. Um, Got you cupcakes, bro. You guys are, just keep on. That's what another really cool thing is how much, I hope I just am over here like being white noise. I'm on radio in the background while you guys are hanging out and getting to know each other and doing your things together. It is so clean and pure and beautiful what we're doing. And I'm proud of all of us to the bottom of my soul are showing up here to be good people. You know that feeling when you showing up somewhere to do the right things? That's how we feel here. It's beautiful. So I didn't see the volunteer. Who's giving away the second package? And who's got an idea for giving away that second package? And then we have 3 readings this morning. Ooh, good readings. Volunteer, I'm looking for a volunteer up there. Where is that? Yeah, Mushy, how could you not love being here at 9 o'clock in the morning? I hope you guys have a tea with you or something like that. Voodoo, are you going to do the giveaway? Voodoo, you good? I'm going to take you, Voodoo. That looked like a volunteer to me. When you stuck your hand up, Voodoo, can you figure out a way to give one of these away to everybody this morning? We got Michael Mush is going to do one. Joey, it is beautiful to be alive today. And you're a kind guy. I have one of your packages. Voodoo, you're in. When I call on you, you have your gig ready, okay? Peace to that. Joey, Guy had one of his packages come back here, and I didn't recognize the address. Very kind, very patient. Thank you, Joey. It's getting out to you today. Okay, I'm going to shoot to one of the first readings. We have 3 readings here this morning. Wow. One of them I almost can't read, and I'll tell you why. Because it's this lady that is a motivational speaker, and incredible speaker, an incredible life story, and she is changing lives by putting herself out there, by being an example, by telling it the way it is. She's a wonderful, wonderful speaker in that regard. And for me, sitting here in my little Detroit place, it's intimidating to try to read something that you can go listen to this lady do it, and it just will motivate you beyond words. So it's again, we'll read it because it's more about the content than Pop's delivery, but there's a lot of great content in what we're going to read here. Okay. Good morning, Brandy Ann. Let me scroll a couple of names. I got so many people here this morning. We are just a beautiful family, man. Glenn and Voodoo and Mushy and Josh and Ree and Glenn again and Mushy. Voodoo's right there. Joey. So what we do know here too, I'm seeing, we have a lot of people on our sideline. We don't call it sidelines. That's the wrong word. A lot of people that don't necessarily comment, but they're right there watching. And then later on, I might hear from one or two of them going, hey, that was a great tea, Pops. We made a big difference. And it's the spirit of being here in the morning. I can replay this stuff later, or you can watch it back later, but it's not quite live. It's still beautiful, but you don't get the spirit you get when you get here and you get to be a part of this whole scroll deal. It just, and you guys know what I'm talking about. That's why you're here. See, I was quiet for the longest time, but everyone else brought me out. See, that's what I'm talking about. There's a few of us, and that's okay. Nobody's telling you gotta say anything. Be here, have a sip with us, and and then make your bed, and then have a great day. It's phenomenal. It's just good. It's so wholesome. Is a good word for it, right? It's just wholesome. We're not out there creating problems for anybody. We're waking up in the morning, cleaning ourselves up and saying, we're going to spend 20, 40 minutes being super positive and then launch, hit it. Beautiful. And some of us can't stay here all the time. You get your 10, 15 minutes, you got to go to work. The rest of us, we're lucky. We get to hang out. Okay. My goodness, what a beautiful morning from the bottom of my heart. Here we go. Let's see. How am I going to open this thing up? Photos. I'm sorry about my inability to handle some of this here. I'm looking here. Okay. So here we go. Boop. Ariel and Mushy. We're going to shout you two out, and then there's a third person. You guys doing some phenomenal work for the whole family out there. Thank you for that. We'll get back to that. Are you willing to disrupt any form of what you know? Are you willing to reinvent yourself? Are you willing? Are you willing to become someone you've never seen before? Are you willing to run, leap, and soar even at the possibility that you might fall? Are you willing? Are you willing to do something you've never done before? Say something you've never said before. Do the things you don't want to do, say the things you don't want to say, so that you can be the man and the woman you've always known yourself to be? Are you willing? See, I didn't come here to give a lot of answers. I came here to disrupt your soul with a lot of right questions. because I wasn't supposed to be here. I was that kid that was always struggling with self-esteem. Am I good enough? Am I smart enough? No one looks like me because anywhere I'm the chocolate, mocha lips, round hips, and kinky hair. You just don't see me on TV. You don't see me glorified. You don't see me representing beauty. You don't see me. So the world didn't give me permission to be here, but I didn't ask for it either. So some of you are still asking for permission, and some of you should stop asking for permission. And it's just time to give the world's notice. So I showed up to invite you to give the world notice that you're coming. Give the world notice that you've been here. Give the world notice that you've played polite long enough. Now it's time to play full out. Give the world notice. The unapologetic just showed up. Give the world notice. Non-negotiable just showed up. Give the world notice that if you can't handle your light, that you're tired, no longer dimming your light, if they can't handle your light, put on some shades. Because when you become that bold, when you become that audacious, when you become that unapologetic, all of a sudden, you become infectious. All of a sudden, just the mere glimmer of you, when I can catch a glimpse of you, when I can get in your hemisphere, in your atmosphere, something happens to me because I'm in proximity. And then you become absolutely aware of the true assignment of your life, that you're here to save us, that you are here to inspire us by the way you walk, by the way you rise above your own uncertainty, by the way you push past your religious conversation, your cultural conversation, your economic conversation, your gender conversation, by the way you show up and you just say, how can I serve humanity? So what is your quest? It must just be to go home and be 1,000% present for your children. Your quest might be to just love the unlovable. It might be that I'm a girl who, as a mom in 95, was broken, and all I was committed to was to not spend the next 25 years in that brokenness. So I decided my quest, out of a pursuit to serve the world in a big way, I stepped into my quest, becoming committed that I won't have it that way anymore. So however you step, just step. However you step, just step. Sometimes you gotta step out of something before you step into something. Just step. Don't get paralysis of the analysis trying to make sure the step is right. I'd rather you take 10 steps rather than analyze. Trying to make one step right while someone is waiting to be inspired by you. I'm still figuring out how to get it right, but I've done some good work trying to figure out how to get it right. One day, I'm going to master this thing. One day. So I just dropped by to stir your soul. I stopped by to not let you off the hook of your brilliance, your genius, of your humanity, of your willingness to live in a constant duality, allowing the brilliance and your confusion to coexist, and you embrace them both, not waiting for another thing, not waiting for another person, not waiting for another permission, not waiting for someone to validate you, not waiting for your mother or father to tell you that you're okay, not waiting for a man or woman in your life to tell you that you're going to be free, not waiting. How do you beat that? We don't wait here. We don't wait here, do we? We don't wait here. That's the best part about it. We woke up and we got after it. Man, I want to tear up on this stuff, but I got 2 more beautiful readings to read. Gosh darn it, Hella. Thank you for that. Thank you, Hella Spores, for this. What a beautiful thing this is. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. What's our quest? However you step, just get stepping. Beautiful. Okay, let me jump to another one. Stuff is, you guys are slaying it out there. I'm sorry, let me figure out how to do this. Photos. Okay. One more moment. Sorry about this. I have my screen all messed up. Recents. Here we go. Here we go. I'm sorry about all that. And don't forget that we got a couple of giveaways coming right after this. We're going to get 2 more readings in. So I want to get these readings because they're just so deep and they're so strong. They're going to give us a lot of food for our day. Just like a tree gets watered, this is our water. And that's the reason I mentioned tree, is because that's our next reading. This is called The Mindful Life Illustrated. And it's talking about trees. And this came from Ree. Okay? Beautiful from you, Ree. Very, very, very good. The more I look at them, the more I am in awe of them. I feel that trees are deeply human on some level. We are both alive on this earth, and the processes we both undergo to keep living seem to reflect one another. The trunk of a tree starts off soft and absorbent. It's bent and shaped by the conditions around it. This is you, Ree. Good job. As it grows, the base of the trunk gets wider and stronger. It may be marked and bumpy from the experiences of growing, but its firm base provides a stable place to stand. The top of the trunk remains flexible, able to avoid breaking through bending. It is this flexibility that keeps trees from snapping in two. And so it is with us. If we can get it right the way trees do, branches grow out of the trunk in all directions, ignoring no route that would lead to more sun, winding and weaving through each other. There is a slow randomness to branches. Just like a life that goes in a million directions, we can learn from each experience, branching out our knowledge and drawing from a wide range of sources and outlooks. The wider a perspective we can take, the more light and life we can draw in. But a tree isn't sustained only by the sun. It needs water, deepen its roots to sustain and encourage life. The way trees consume water is not externally, but through a vast world of roots. It is the equal balance of the external and the internal growth of a tree that keeps it alive and standing upright. And so it is with us. We need deep roots into ourselves and our souls to stay stable in the world and not be swept away by the 10,000 influences around us. But the inner and the outer worlds are dependent on one another. Our roots into ourselves need to be equal to the branches that we send outward. And we must explore the depths of the earth within us in order to reach closer to the light above us and around us. Then there are the leaves that mark the natural cycles of the earth. Each year, some trees will shed the work of the previous year, letting the past fall away and preparing for introspection and a time of patience and waiting. I can't help but feel this same process would be immensely helpful for all of us. An annual autumnal time for our emotional life, a time to let the things that have grown around us fall away, to shed, make room, and reflect on how we want to grow in the future. Perhaps the most impressive characteristic of a tree is its ability to give, to support, and to nourish. Its branches and trunk are a home to all sorts of life. Creatures climb into it for safety and protection, but also to get a better view of where they are going and where they have been. Some trees keep within them water and sweet maple syrup nectar that could be drunk without taking away any of the life of the tree. And of course, trees clean the air around them so that all other creatures can benefit from clean air. Trees sustain life itself. Even in death, they provide wood for building. As they decompose, they become a home for a whole range of creatures. And so it goes with us. We reach towards the sun in pursuit of a better life. We can branch out in a million directions as we search for ourselves. But we can only live a stable life with a solid trunk and a system of internal roots that equals our outer life. And we receive our true purpose by giving to others, by using what we have to support life, all life that we come in contact with. Trees are effortless. They make it look easy, just doing what they do. But sometimes we need to look around us for reminders and examples of how best to live life on this earth. Trees. Boop. Take a minute. Be a tree. Boop. Be a tree. Think of those leaves. I've been getting into trees more and more. It's the craziest thing. And then she brings this reading to the table. Be a tree. Be nature. I've been doing be nature I changed my life and started being nature. Threw the yacht away. I'd rather be a tree. And I mean that sincerely. Especially the speed they live at. The scale of speed they live at. They must look at us as like we are the fastest, we are crazy son of a guns out here. They just and they take care of everything around them. Like they said, the best part, you know what got me in this one? I'm gonna back up. This is the one that got me. And then we're gonna get to our third reading. Weeping willows are super strong. Its branches and trees are home to all sorts of life. We're talking even insects and spiders and everything. They're all growing in the tree. The tree, think about that tree. It's the home for life for all sorts of creatures. Creatures climb into it for safety and precaution, but also to get a better view of where they are going and what they've been. I never thought of that. I swear, I've never once thought of it in my whole life. Yeah, of course a squirrel's going to climb on the top of the tree and look around, make sure, get a better view. I never even thought of that. I climb in a tree, I want a better view. I never thought an animal's doing the same thing. I need this kind of stuff. I need just as bad as I need to hang out with you guys. Who's doing readings tomorrow? I need 2 volunteers. I'm moving to the 3rd reading here this morning. Can they get any better? We're not competing because every morning it's got a new spirit. But can they get any better than what we've been getting here for the last 2 weeks? No way. So, Salty, you got one. You're down. Salty, I love it. Salty sent me the nicest picture yesterday, you guys. And what a handsome young man. Who knew? Sent me the nicest picture. Thank you, Salty. Give me one more for tomorrow. I want 2 people, please. Woo! Salty. Would you do me someone else? Give me one, and I'm gonna move to the 3rd one here. Excuse me. Give me one more reader, and then we got 2 giveaways. Don't forget those giveaways. We're gonna do a 3rd reading. I'll come back. We'll find out. Let me do this other reading. This one's not as long. Still darn good. Okay. This came, Richard, you got it. Richard, send us a reading, please, over to I just looked over here. I saw Richard's name. That man, we're going to get you this week. I just saw Richard's name. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to assign it to Richard. Take Richard's volunteer. We have Salty and Richard tomorrow. Going to DM me some. And that man, I want you, please, I'm putting you down for Friday. You have a head start on homework. That man, is that okay with you, that man? I'm going to put you down for Friday. I don't know what your schedule looks like. That was pretty just jumping ahead like that. But if you can be put down for Friday, I already have a reader for Friday. That man. For Friday. Okay. Hello, we just read yours, girl. It was so good. What a good reading that you provided. That man, we got you, and we'll get another one tomorrow for Friday. We'll pick another one tomorrow. Let me do this reading and get to the giveaways. We have 2 giveaways. Oh, I can't wait. This came from one of our newer giraffes. Let's call her a new giraffe. And I've been talking to her a little bit on the DM and seeing what we can do about getting her growth going. Incredibly sharp, really smart and passionate. You can tell that's the people I like working with. You know that? I just like people to work with that are passionate. You can just feel it, that they're in it to win it. And they just have win in them. And ask intelligent questions. And that doesn't mean it has to be some complicated. It could be a really basic question, but it's intelligent. You can tell where it's coming from. You know, in my background as an educator, you know when people are sharp. There are so many, I didn't say educated. I didn't say you went to school. There's people, high school dropouts, sharper than people that graduated from college with high degrees. Some brains didn't work well in school. Some, especially the smart brains. The way they were teaching, too basic. And you had to get out. You had to go do it. But when your brain, those brilliant brains, find something they're interested in, they take it to the moon. You figure it out to the moon. And there's a couple of us out there like that. We don't have to have graduated from college to be the smartest guy in what you're doing. You got some brilliant minds. And there's an attraction to mycology. For me, most of the people involved in mycology, super smart. Awkward, weirdos, but smart. So, and exactly, Voodoo. Intelligence is not measured by a test score. And it took me 40 years, because I was so conservative. No, bullshit. If you didn't get it, my poor kid, he didn't get an A in school. Boy, was there hell to pay for him. Because he could get A's without blinking. An A was nothing for him. He'd bring home a B. I knew he was goofing off. But at the end of the day, later on I find out, he's not a guy that wants to be sitting in a classroom. He's a poet. His brain's off in a meadow somewhere. He's on a waterfall somewhere. He didn't care about an A. It was me that cared about the A. It was, you know what I mean? It was my value system. Push support on the poor kid. If I could go back and raise him differently, man, let's get you to the mountaintop. All I care about is you being the best poet you could be. So you learn stuff as you go along. You figure it out. And then you sit in front of a camera and you try to tell other people, don't do it that way. Jeez. So let me get this one. Calm down, Pops. And me and my son have an amazing relationship, but I'll tell you the truth. I did put a lot of pressure on him to get a grade. Frickin' grade. A frickin' A. Big goddamn deal. If you get parents out there, don't push your kids for an A. Push your kids to be the best they can be. I wish I could be reading these comments because you guys are saying some amazing things right there. I can tell you that. So, here we go. This came from Diamond. I just started talking about her like she could be a college graduate. I don't know. I'm just telling you how smart she's come across to me. And when you see her out here, welcome her with open arms. Relatively speaking, there are right views and there are wrong views. Relatively speaking. But if we look more deeply, we see that all views are wrong views. We're all weirdos, D-Nice. Relatively speaking, there are right views and there are wrong views, relatively speaking. But if we look more deeply, we see that all views are wrong views. What are we talking about here? No view can ever be the truth. It is just from one point. That is why we call it a point of view. If we go to another point, we will see things differently and realize that our first view was not entirely right. Buddhism is not a collection of views. It is a practice to help us eliminate wrong views. The quality of our views can always be improved. Say that again. The quality of our views can always be improved. From the viewpoint of ultimate reality, right view is the absence of all views. Right view, capital words. Right view is the absence of all views. If we are mindful, we will know whether we are ingesting the toxins of fear, hatred, and violence, or eating foods that encourage understanding, compassion, and the determination to help each other. With the practice of mindfulness, we will know that hearing this, looking at that, or touching this, we feel light and peaceful. While hearing that, looking at this, or touching that, we feel anxious, sad, or depressed. As a result, we will know what to be in contact with and what to avoid. Our skin protects us from bacteria. Antibodies protect us from internal invaders. We have to use the equivalent aspects of our consciousness to protect us from the unwholesomeness and the sense objects that can poison us. So you have to really be conscious, to be paying attention. We're mindful. You want to talk about mindfulness. With a practice of mindfulness, just being aware. It's tough. It's tough because you get busy and all this other stuff. But that's one of the absolute, to me, one of the most amazing parts of mushroom farming is mindfulness. That's why this one so resonates with me. Taking the mindfulness. Because we have to be mindful of what we're growing, right? We have to really pay attention to what we're growing. The better we do. You guys saw, I did a big flex yesterday. Big flex. I rarely show my grow. I'll show dry later. I'll show this or that. I don't show my tubs. I don't. I'll show test trays. I'll show a lot of stuff that we work on. There's stuff that the public gets to see, but I don't show trays. And, excuse me, tubs. But I did yesterday. I flexed one like, boop, big. Go on IG and look at it. And there's a reason, deep down reason. The reason is to remind people. I read this already before I showed that yesterday because I knew this reading was coming. To be mindful. Those tubs don't happen accidentally. Those don't come by, whoop, that's something I just got lucky. That's mindfulness that creates that. Mindfulness told me one thing. I'm very capable of being mindful to a tub and coming up with some amazing fruit. I found that out. I figured it out after the last few years. I'm pretty darn good at that. Mindfulness in that one tub. But am I mindful in the rest of my life? That's where I started going at the end. If I could be that mindful and be that successful and have the data to prove it. Remember, I like data. My data is the fruit, the yield. If I could be that special, if I could, and you know why? Let me tell you why that tub came out looking so good. Because I wanted it to. Because I paid attention to it. Because I was mindful and I put my effort into it. Let me put that tub to the side. If there was anything else I did in my life with the same attention, the same care, the same attention to duty, it would flourish the same, would it not? Would it not flourish? I want somebody to tell me that it would not flourish the same. You can't. Put the same amount of time and attention, Pops, into the next thing that's important besides the tub and watch it flourish. And I'll give you another example. You ready for this one? Something that we put time and effort and a lot of mindfulness into, and we're watching it flourish. This show, this meeting, this tea, we're putting mindfulness into it and watching it flourish and grow. Am I right? Put mindfulness into anything. And you see, what's the mindfulness? Mindfulness is being aware of all of the things around it. I'm so aware of the temperature. I can walk in a room and I can feel, in my grow room, I can feel a temperature change of 2 degrees. What happened in here? What's going on? It dropped from 74. It doesn't feel like 74 in here anymore. It feels like 72. I'm so mindful. I walk in, I can feel it in my skin. I can smell it. I smell my there's something that does smells like a contam. This does not smell like it's supposed to smell. I'm mindful of it. You get so dialed in, you get so tuned in, and guess what happens? Boop! Beautiful stuff grows. When you're mindful like that, do you think when you're mindful like that, you end up with junk? No. It's the exact opposite. You know what I'm talking about, Michael. You can smell contam. You smell it. You can feel it. When you get dialed into your stuff, and now I'm getting like, why I'm so crazy on this one right now is because my mirror, I'm looking in the mirror. This camera is a mirror telling me I'm not as mindful in other things in my life. I'm not. And I'm capable. If I could do it to tub A, I should be able to do it to problems Z and to friend F and to other things. So we have the capacity. We have that human capacity. I can feel it when I walk in the room. I can feel the temperature difference. You guys know what I'm talking about. You can too. And if we can do that, calm down, Pops. If we can do that, if we have that capacity, it's in us. It's in our skin. If we have it, if we have that capacity, you know you're really dialed into one thing, something you really like, something super important to you. You're mindful to it. Try that same level of mindfulness in another area of your life that needs growth. Boop! Watch what happens. Okay? Richard, what's our giveaway? Let's shoot to a giveaway. But we don't want to be neurotic about being, no, forget being perfect. Perfect means you've arrived. We've never arrive anywhere. Okay? Josh, I got 1.16 UBs, first try, no flow, no still. UB is a good way. I've got a nice lab going on, and I put about 15%, 15% of all of my bags growing are UB. And I'm not always going to keep UB going because UB is just as good as anybody else in this game. Richard, you're doing it. Let's go. What's the game? We have Richard. What is, I shouldn't say game, whatever we're going to do. Richard, we have Richard doing this giveaway. And we have another guy giving the giveaway. I forget who I gave it to. I've been talking all morning. UB. I got one. Well, Richard says pick a color. Okay, fly it away. And Richard, you're going to tell us when it's done. So Richard's Colt saying blue color. Color away. And then between this giveaway and the last giveaway, we're going to talk about Discord. So I see all kinds of colors. Richard, yes, what's this? You just, Richard, you tell us who the winner is. Whenever somebody gets the right color, you let us know. Sky blue, Will. You're very, this is great. Whoever's on the not doing comments right now, pop in a name. Here we go. Pop in a bomb. There we got somebody. Born and Outcast. Good morning, Born. Salty and that man and Ophelia and Brandy, Ariel and Eric and Michael. And Michael, Eric got it, we hear. Eric's got the win. Eric from Richard. Outstanding. Let me write this down. Eric, I need you. Eric Montgomery. Oh, good job. Eric Montgomery, would you please DM me your information? And we will get that out to you today. Today it goes out. Now, earlier, I'm so sorry that my brain went bloop, but I assigned a package to another person. Would that person be ready for their giveaway in just a moment? Hey, Jeff, good morning, Jay. Who did I give it to? Eric? Whoever has it, get ready. No, it was Michael. That's who it was. It was Michael. Excuse me. Michael. Yes, you were the first one. Michael, hold on. 1 minute. 1 minute. We'll get to that, and then we'll close it out. Hey, Discord. We talked about it yesterday. We got the name, Daily Dose. Not sure what the format's going to be exactly, or even the time. But I'd like to make it a regular show. I keep calling these shows, and I don't mean that word show. I take that word, it's a program, meeting. We'll come up with a different word. A word show is just jumping out of my mouth. But the Daily Dose, because I don't know very much about the Discord, or I know nothing about it. Two beautiful people, our family members right here, Ariel. Tell everybody here, please thank Ariel, and Mushy Pop. And there's a third person that the three of them, and I'm not sure who the third person is, but I'll find out. The three of them, after hearing that we were doing this, boop, just dove in to the abyss, dive into the abyss. That's what we do here. We dive into abysses. And so they already started the whole program for us. They already started the Discord. They did the whole thing. It's all set up. All they have to do is put me in there. And I told them, from my perspective, I want to have executive control of this deal. Not because I'm trying to be a big shot or anything like that, but because I've been used before on a couple of other platforms and got taken advantage of. And at this particular one, I just want to know what's going on and how it all works. So she's coming over tomorrow, and she's going to set me up. Give me a lesson, get it all going, figure out, Pops, this is how you do it. I am so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for what we're getting ready to do here. But I want it to still be, even though I'm saying executive control guy, that's just because I I think I have a little bit of wisdom. I've been around the block a couple of times. I know the direction I want this whole thing to be heading, which is all pure kindness and growth, and not commercial, and not looking for it to go anywhere else, but to be a proper and pure direction. So far, it just looks like it's going to be an amazing launch. I don't even know what we're going to do yet, but I want a lot of feedback. Please give me feedback. Tell me best times to do something. When we say daily dose, I'm talking a half-hour deal where we just, I don't know what it's going to look like, but sit down and I understand we're able to talk more of each other, not just me doing all the talking. Should I have guests on? Should I don't know. What time of day? What's best? I'm very open, my schedule. I can schedule my world around it, but what's best for the most? So what do we want to do here? Okay, so let's figure that out in the next day or two, and let's launch this Discord and have something that it's a light that'll be bringing more people and spreading more information and getting this stuff out there. Okay, looking for that. So that was my little deal on Discord. I don't have a clue yet, but I know that we're gonna be doing something beautiful with it. And if it isn't beautiful, then we just won't climb that tree. So that's what we're looking for. Prime time. Again, my time is completely committed, 100% committed to being a mushroom goofball. That's all I want to do. So if I got this program here in the morning, let's do a Discord. Reminder, tonight, 9 o'clock, every Thursday night, we do a reading from Radical Mycology. Welcome to be here. So there'll be a reading again, 9 o'clock Eastern time. So that's it. Somebody was yesterday, one of my very, very close friends, Pops, aren't you overextending yourself? I'm like, are you kidding me? I have so much energy. I want to do more. So do our tea. Let's do a Discord. And on Thursday nights, our Radical Mycology. Right? And it's only, oh, you're right, it's Wednesday. Dumb. Thanks, guys. See, I'm already so excited to have the reading. Look at the group has to tell Pops to slow down. Will you guys remind me tomorrow that I'm supposed to do a reading tomorrow night? Will you remind me tomorrow? Okay. I can't believe I'm sitting here telling you guys I got to do this. Damn, Josh was geeked. All right. Thanks for reminding me it's not tonight, but I would have been sitting here at 9 o'clock tonight probably. Where is everybody? Oh, I love you guys, man. Thank you so much, man. You just made me think it's Thursday. Michael, instead of thinking it's Thursday, tell us how you're giving this thing away. Okay? That was, oh my gosh. I'm not going to do one anyways, Josh. They're getting so tired of my face out there. Here we go. How are we giving this away, Michael? Sweet, 2 Thursdays this week. You guys are killing it. I know. I lost the day. I'm all here being mindful of my tub and all excited about it. Practice, Jeff says. You guys are, gosh. Thank you, Richard. That is so kind. Well, come on. How are we giving this away, Michael? Come on. Excuse me. I was going to do something really fun at the deal tonight, too, but now it's not tonight, so you have to be tomorrow. I might be giving away an 1/8 of pre-grind. Oop, I don't know. Okay. Oh, I can't believe I said tonight. Okay. Michael, what mushroom variety do I want to cultivate the most? Oh, you're tricky. Okay. So Michael asks, what mushroom variety does he want to cultivate the very most, but he hasn't yet? And he's not clear on what. I like that question because it could be gourmet, it could be anything, right? Josiah, there you are, bro. Good morning. Louie, you're here. Jay, nice to see you. I love you guys for being here so much, man. I'm not even joking. D nice. Michael. Michael, I'm cracking myself up. Gosh darn it. Okay, we're rolling this thing. Oh, there they are. God, this is a beautiful morning. Oyster and Brandy and Will and Hella and Louie and Jess the mess. Jess, good morning. Oh, she's going way out of the cubes. D Nice and John and Joey, and Real Life Fiction. Good morning, Real. And Bradley, and me, myself. Howdy. There you are, me. And Glenn's in there, and Jay's in there, and this is so darn cool. Look how many people are answering this. We have 47 people here and 49 likes. Like, that means somebody liked and went to work. Beautiful. Who does this? You know what? YouTube doesn't even believe our numbers, and I mean that sincerely. Nobody, we're already at like 99 point something percent likes on our views. Unbelievable. Oh, so it looked like somebody won? Did somebody said 8? It looks like everyone's giving Glenn. I'm over here just talking. Okay, so it looks like Glenn won. Looks like Glenn won. Am I right? Congrats, Glenn. Okay, so Glenn, you send me your information too, bro. Even though, you guys, guess what? Glenn lives super close to Pops in the lab. And we've been talking, and you know what? This sweet, kind guy, let me tell you what. I wish I could, if I had my other phone's recording. He sent me, I gave him my text number. He sent me a text yesterday. Glenn did. This is why he won. I just now thought of it. He sent me a text yesterday. Hey, Pops, I'm going to be not busy Thursday and Friday. I'm off work. Do you need anything over at the lab? I can come over and clean jars or clean the lab, anything. He literally said that. I'll come over and clean. And he's never met me, never come here before. He says, if you need anything, I'll come over and I will clean your jars. That's how his opening line to invite himself here. I mean, he'd already been invited, but it was like, this is the day he's available. And he writes out to me, I'll come over and I'll clean your jars. I'm a pro. I wrote him back. I go, heck yeah. I go, let me figure it out. Maybe I'll get the floor. I'm gonna give him a mop. I'm gonna put him to work. No. Unbelievable, his message. It was just so sweet, and it was pure. He was just looking, he's not busy. Let me go over and Pops and help clean. That's a good guy. And I think the universe just gave him a win on that, right? Yeah, Jay, I wish you lived close by too. So we'll figure that out, Glenn. We'll figure out how to get you over here and get a mop in your hand. All right? But in the meantime, still send me your DM information. It's a true story, Hella. Guys, this is one of our long ones, but I feel like we just started. It's been what a beautiful, beautiful morning, man. What a great morning, great readings. Hope you guys have a great day. I'm sorry to keep you guys here so long, but we've had a ball. I appreciate everything we've done. Thank you for the readings, Diamond and Hella and Reed. We'll see readings tomorrow from Salty and Richard. And that man, we've already got him down for Friday. I'll pull the map down tomorrow and put some more pins in. I was going to do that today, but we got so darn busy. I'm going to let me scroll some goodbyes. Maybe I'm read about a minute's worth of goodbyes and fade out of here. I love you guys. From the bottom of my heart, you guys made my day beautiful. I looked really forward to this morning, and now I know why, because it was everything I wanted it to be and better. So launch! Hurl yourself into the abyss. Hurl yourself. I wrote that to somebody yesterday, a new person. She wrote back, she goes, I'm diving in, Pops. And I'm like, dive in. And we'll give you the feather bed to land, right? We're the feather bed. But tell them to dive in. Dive in. And we'll be a feather bed, okay? Here we go. Nature rewards courage, Salty. Okay, Mushy, see ya. Brock, have a great day. Josiah, dive. Glenn, see ya. That man, see ya. Jay Pina, have a great day. Michael, love you too, bro. Thank you so much for being here. That man, Josh, Kim, be nature, be a tree. Nice. John, awesome tea. You're welcome, bro. Thanks for being here. V Dunk and Voodoo and Joey. Bradley, you bunch of weirdos. I'll see you tomorrow, you weirdo. Michael and Salty and Ree and Richard and Eric. Gosh, you guys are beautiful. Jeff, everyone keep smiling and have a great day. Jeff, later today there's going to be a video out of something Jeff made for all of us. Great day. That man, Just the Mess. Real Fiction, you have a beautiful day. Hella, beauty is on the other side of courage. She just slowed me down to read that. Hello. Okay. Seaborg, nice to see you. And D Nice, and that's good. Smoke and mirrors. And tomorrow I'll read out some more. That's the thing. I'm going to do that. Make sure everybody says goodbye on our way out. Love you guys. To the bottom of my heart, you made a beautiful day. Boop. Peace. Love. Pops. Out. Tomorrow.